What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in with Callie. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. So here comes James Harden in defense for Kawhi Leonard, which is a great thing because a lot of people have been criticizing Kawhi as of late in regards to, his struggles and not playing to the elite caliber level that we expect and expect him to be at all times. But people got to realize the man's been out. And as James Harden stated here, he hasn't had no training camp, no preseason. I mean, really no anything. He's been not playing basketball for, several months and just trying to rehab and recover and trying to get to a point where he's comfortable so he can feel, at the level of the elite level that we know him to be and play at that level as well. I think a lot of people, a lot of fans out there are just, antsy a little bit because they want the Clippers to play well. They want them to be, at the top of the rankings and everything. And the Clippers are doing very well without Kawhi Leonard. But, of course, they'll do a whole lot better with his services than without. So if anybody has any doubts or any negativity of anything of any kind, then you have to really sit back and look at the situation in totality and be like, hey, this is Kawhi Leonard. This is one of the best players that's out all time that's ever played this game. Definitely one of the greatest defensive players of all time that's ever played this game. So you got to look at it from that standpoint. He brings so much to the court, even when he's not as effective as he usually is, just because of his presence. His presence is like undeniable. I mean, you heard even former teammates like Paul George, Lou Williams, all type of players, even his current teammates, his presence is everything. You know what I mean? Now, if you add his offense and his defense and his capabilities with that, this team is a whole different team. And this team is a next level type team, championship caliber type team to be exact. So, I don't think we should really undermine the greatness of Kawhi because he's not playing at the elite level we want him to right now, but he will be playing at the elite level soon. Just got to give him time. And I think a lot of fans don't have the patience, and I understand because you haven't seen him play. And then there's a lot of fans out there who think Kawhi Leonard doesn't want to play basketball in general just because of the load management and all the other things that, that comes along with Kawhi. But understand, I said it before, Kawhi Leonard wants to play basketball. He wants to be a part of this team. He wants to deliver the team's first championship. He wants to do the same thing he did in Toronto. Give them the first championship they've ever had, be the player for them that they've never had, and basically just come through. But unfortunately, injuries happen, and we have to wait until he gets there. Now, right now, he's on a minutes restriction. We know that. And Kawhi has stated himself he's okay with the minutes restriction until he get ramped up to the point where he can really play at the elite level that we know that he can, and we know that he will do. So, people just have to be patient. They can't, look at it from any other way. And then on top of that, you got to look at this. It's not like he can come back and play at elite level and make it to the All-Star game and win accolades and all that stuff. See, all that's out the window because he missed so much basketball. He can't make the All-Star game, even if he was averaging 30 points a game going forward. If some fans want him to make the All-Star game or win a Defensive Player of the Year or MVP possibly, he can't do none of that. All that's thrown out the window because he missed too many games and he's disqualified for that type stuff. So really, the way they're actually using him right now, taking it slow with him, trying to get things going, get things acclimated with him or with the team and the new teammates and everything, they're not really all about stats right now because the stats are not going to make much difference. It's not going to elevate his contract. It's not going to make them re-sign him because they already did. It's not going to help him get to the All-Star game because he's disqualified from that because he missed too many games in the season. So, when you look at it from that standpoint, they're doing it the right way, and it's not nothing really that he needs to prove. This is Kawhi Leonard here. Kawhi has proved a whole lot throughout the years, and he's going to prove even more if he stays healthy with this team going forward because this team could really be a championship caliber team with his health on the line. Now, of course, James Harden's been playing very good. I hope James Harden continues to play very good. And of course, he can always improve some parts of his game, but every player can improve some parts of their game. Nobody's perfect, but at the same time, him and Norman Powell have been a real treat for the Clippers nation. And honestly, they really should just keep feasting off them until Kawhi gets up to speed. Because once he does, if he stays on the court and gets up to speed, we're talking about a completely different team in regards to the outlook of the team. And the view, the blueprint on the team right now is try to stop James Harden from getting 10 to 15 assists with 19, 20 points and try to limit Norman Powell from scoring 25 points or more, which a lot of teams can do at some nights because James Harden's not the superstar he was, and Norman Powell's not really a superstar. He has superstar moments, but he's not a superstar, so he can't continuously do it, and especially in the bigger moments. That's where Kawhi is going to come in the big moments. And I think even though he's on a minutes restriction, They're going to have him play in the fourth quarter to end games here soon once he gets more of his rhythm back and more of his jump shot back and more everything in the way that he likes it, because they know what type of closer he can be. And that's the difference. He's a closer and he's a superstar all in one. So my point is, just be patient. The team will get there. I mean, everything will fall right into place. You just got to understand it's a day-by-day process. When you don't play training camp or preseason or anything like that, or haven't played no games up to this point, you're not going to be in rhythm. So, I mean, it's really nothing else to talk about. We just got to wait for Kawhi to get there, and hopefully no more wildfires or anything like that comes up. Hopefully no injuries. Hopefully everything stays copacetic with the team, and they just build day by day and get that chemistry, because when they do, well, the NBA might regret everything they said about not only Kawhi, but all the negativity they spewed towards the Clippers at any point.